Have you ever wondered why some foods just click? Like peanut butter and jelly or coffee and a good book? Well, today I'm going to dive deep in and try to find out why I think kimbap and ramen are the perfect match made in heaven. It's a combination you see everywhere in Korea. I mean, all the mukbangers are doing it. I do it, but I honestly don't know why I do it. What is that reason? Let's find out. For the kimbap, I'm actually gonna make a beef bulgogi kimbap and top it off with some tuna mayo on top, even though I'm not sure I'm gonna do this. We'll try to figure this out. But my in-laws gave me this beef bulgogi, and I honestly love just having beef bulgogi in the freezer at all times so that I can make kimbap like this, or one of my go-tos is the Trader Joe's ones. This one's pretty good though, and I like the quality of the meat on this. Then for my ramen, we are gonna just do cup ramen. I was thinking about doing bulgogi, but honestly, with kimbap, I think you need a little bit of soup. Let's break down why this pairing is so brilliant before I taste it. We'll start off by making our kimbap because this ramen, all I need to do is boil water and that's kind of it. It has no preparation. So there are many types of kimbap. We have a classic kimbap, which I think in Korea they add this sausage in there. I don't particularly love that sausage. My mom likes to add it. I just don't like any sausages from Korea that are like that old school type. It just doesn't taste good to me. It tastes very artificial. Today we're gonna be making this bulgogi kimbap, which is probably one of my favorites. I love tonkatsu kimbap too. My gosh, we can dive deep into a world of just kimbap because there are just so many different types of kimbaps. Like I've made so many different types on this channel, and my go-to is always my mom's, or just a very classic one, or something that's very healthy and crunchy. So I think a classic kimbap with shin ramen is honestly like the best probably. But you also have tuna kimbap and maybe a kimchi ramen or just a shin ramen. I feel like even with ramens, there's so many different types, right? There's jin ramen, there's shin ramen. Okay, now I'm getting all over the place. We'll talk about ramen later. I also feel like cheese kimbap with budae-jjigae style ramen is also good. People in Korea absolutely love adding cheese to like everything they eat, even in the tonkatsu, which is amazing. I love cucumbers. I know some people don't really like the aroma of cucumbers. They think it's very strong and not appealing. Oh no! I personally love cucumbers, so I like to add some cucumbers into that. We'll add some carrots that we will slightly cook on the fry pan. Of course, we can't forget our egg. And I bought this duo from the Korean grocery store. So it has oolong and it's seasoned. Oolong is like burdock, I think. It's a type of like root. And we have tanmuji, which is pickled radish. Ugh, look at that. And I asked for tuna. I don't think I'm gonna make a tuna mayo. I think I'm just gonna drain the liquid out and add it to the top of the kimbap and drizzle QP mayo on top. As for ramen, there's so much to talk about with ramen. I mean, I love ramen. I think I could eat it all the time. I did when I was in college. It was the cheapest, most filling, delicious meal. Now that I'm in my 30s, I am really watching out for my health. So ramen is like maybe a once a month kind of thing. I feel like if it weren't for YouTube and like showing you guys love my ramen content, so like that's why I eat it so often. But if it wasn't for this, I would probably eat it like once every quarter of a year. But ramen, especially the spicy Korean ramen, is often bold, hot, and intensely savory, and it can be quite rich and very spicy. Like we mentioned earlier, there's so many different types of ramens. I mean, people love bulgogi these days. I think bulgogi is really good with ramen. Especially, my favorite bulgogi is the carbonara one. I really like the jajang bulgogi, and I also really like the tom yum bulgogi. But those are probably like my 3 top favorites. I love my original shin ramen. That's what I grew up on. I think that's like one of the spicier ones. Ramen is always good. While I try this duo out, I will go ahead and just keep talking about what I think makes this the perfect combination. Come on. So ramen is usually, like I said before, intensely savory and it's very spicy and it's rich, whereas kimbap on the other hand is it's like more mild and fresh and offers a balance, sometimes a little bit more sweet or tangy from the radish and, for instance, the bulgogi or the burdock. And it's like the yin and yang. It just really balances each other out. When we're talking about texture, ramen brings the soft, chewy noodles and the liquid warmth of the broth, whereas in the kimbap provides a delightful variety of textures. The firm bite of the rice and the crunch of the vegetables, the chewiness of the meat, and the slight crispiness of the seaweed. So let's talk about the dipping factor, because I think this is a game changer. Dipping a piece of ramen into the ramen broth is like unlocking a new level of flavor. The rice soaks up that delicious spicy broth, transforming the kimbap into a warm, savory bite. And after a few spicy, rich slurps of ramen, that fresh, clean bite of kimbap is the perfect palate cleanser, preparing you for the next delicious mouthful of noodles. When I was in my teens in college, one ramen honestly would not fill me up. And I feel like when you're thinking about like nutritional aspect of it, ramen is not very nutritional. All it is carbs, sodium, and cholesterol. That's like all it's made up of. So bringing in a roll of kimbap will help fill you up more, but also kind of help you with that nutritional aspect because it has a lot of protein and vegetables and fiber and all of that goodness. It is a lot of carb, but it helps make it more complete and more of like a satisfying meal. When you also think about the convenience of it, like in Korea, they have a lot of convenience stores and they sell triangle kimbap or just rolls of kimbap that are freshly made, and cup ramen is just so easy to find. Or inaris. While we're on the go, we bring a butane gas grill with a pot, and it just makes a really easy and simple, convenient meal. I think this is why these two work so perfectly, because it's just very convenient when you're on the go. So I think those are the reasons why I think that they just work so perfectly. I wanna show you guys a couple tips and tricks on how to enjoy it and to maximize kimbap and ramen to your fullest. First tip is the dip. Don't be shy. Submerge a piece of kimbap fully into the ramen broth for a few seconds. Let it soak up that flavor. Tip 2, balance your bites. So alternate between slurping noodles, sipping the broth, and taking bites of kimbaps. This will help keep your palate engaged. Tip 3 is the experiment. Don't be afraid to try different types of kimbap and ramen. Kimchi kimbap with a mild ramen, or like a spicy bulgogi kimbap with an extra hot ramen. I mean, come on, the possibilities are endless. Tip 4 are the add-ons. Consider adding like maybe a soft-boiled egg to your ramen or some extra kimchi for even more flavor dimensions. I sometimes add rice cakes to my ramen. Sometimes I add more garlic or perilla leaves. Oh, perilla leaves and garlic are so good in Shin ramen. So there you have it, the undeniable reason why ramen and kimbap are a match made in heaven. Let me know in the comments what your favorite combinations are, or if you don't agree with me, like you don't think ramen and kimbap work well. Because when I mentioned this video to my sister, she's like, I don't think they work well. I was like, really? I think they do. So let me know in the comments if you think there's a better match made in heaven, or if you want me to do a different type of video with this. Maybe just fully on kimbap or just fully on ramen. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week.